Hey guys, Chris from Flow Brackets. Today we're working on a G-Wagon and we're going to install some heritage plates. The problem is this, there's a big black box that's a bit ugly and we're going to shrink it down to something like that. Let's get into it. So G-Wagon, the factory box they give you, it's massive. It doesn't suit any number plate in Australia. Maybe if you buy European plates, but even so, they're very big and bulky. If you're fitting normal size plates, it's even worse. So what we're going to do is take that off and replace it with our redesigned version, which is much smaller. First thing you're going to do, just take out all the screws that you see, and this will drop out. Now that we've got the factory plinth on, we can replace it with a much smaller redesigned miniature plinth. Now you do need to drill 2 little holes in the middle, which will always be covered by number plate, which is okay. And then you got to work out where the middle is, which is easy because we've already designed the shape of the grille into the bumper. So all you got to do is find roughly the middle and it'll self-locate where it needs to be. So you can mark out your holes, which we'll drill out in just a minute. Now that we've marked out the hole, I'm just going to grab the smallest drill bit that I have, which is a 3mm. Don't use anything a bit bigger, 3mm is good. And just drill out the center point, which will be center to the bumper. Okay, now that we've drilled out our holes, put the part back on and then put your screws in, which is provided with the kit. Now, since we're doing the install, I'm going to actually enlarge this hole to a 9mm so I can fit our nutserts in. These nutserts will go through the bumper and anchor it from the back, giving a much secure fixing. So we'll do that on both sides. And I've got my crimping tool over here. So I've got my nutserts, my bolts, and my tree drill bit, which I'll be using. And you can buy this off a website if you're looking to do this yourself. Now that we have the plinth on, it's time to choose a bracket. Now, because this is a 2-part mounting solution, first, you need a plinth that suits the car. Second, you need a bracket that suits your number plate style. So for example, if we're installing, say, slimline, we'll grab a slimline bracket which attaches on and the number plate can follow. In this case, we're gonna put some new 5-digit heritage, Victorian heritage plates, and I've got a 5-digit heritage bracket to suit. And I'll install everything on the car and see how it looks. Now, it's probably worth mentioning with 5-digit plates, Victorian, there are 3 different sizes that we know of, and we do have parts that suit all 3 sizes. 6-digit has multiple sizes, 4 also have multiple sizes. So it's worth checking the size before you purchase a bracket. So installing the bracket is quite simple. There are always going to be multiple slots, and there's also going to be 2 mounting points onto the plinth. So just line up any slots with any of the mounting bolts, take the bolt out, bolt back in, and the number plate can go on. Now there are some holes left over from the old box, so we do give you some screws just to plug it up so you're not left with just the empty hole. Brackets on, now we can mount our number plate directly to any of those 3 micro adjustment holes onto the bracket. I'm going to try and get it level to the top of that section of bumper there, so I might just go with that hole and see how we go. Okay, now the number plates are on. I've used security screws, which come standard with the kit, and it also comes with its own key. And that's how you get rid of the big, ugly mounting box that's always in the wrong size and get a nice, clean, floating look like this. Just remember, you do need 2 parts. You need a plinth that suits the car and a bracket that suits your number plate to get a nice, clean, floating look. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.